What the fuck is rest in base? Y'all niggas
I'm gonna start off this video by saying Che is easily one of the most talented artists in the underground. His music just gets better and better, no matter how many times he switches his aesthetic and overall style. Going from the minimalistic lo-fi feel of closed captions, to the off-putting glitchy melodies reminiscent of Crystal Castles on Say So Says, to finally dropping this post-human, distorted, chaotic album called Rest in Base. Che is truly one of a kind when it comes to his craft.
Yo, I heard niggas saying that Rest in Base is ass, or the new Che is ass. Y'all are tweaking, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Che deadass can't be like, he can't be stopped. I'm not gonna cap. Whatever he just said, deadass was spitting, bro. The nigga could change his style. He could sound like Cardi, sound like whoever the fuck y'all think he sound like. The nigga's still hard, gang. This shit works. It is what it is. That song Death Sucks. What song? What you talking about, Che? You're tweaked.
Y'all already know what the fuck going on. Che, I owe you a deep apology, my nigga. The past 3 videos, all I've been doing has been calling you ugly as fuck. But your new album has caused me to have a change of heart. Before we talk about Rest in Base, we gotta talk about Che's previous albums and how he has evolved over the years. The first album Che dropped was called Closed Caption. Now, while this album is very good, it does not hold up at all to the shit that Che drops today. With very
First of all, out of every song on the album, you chose that song, gang? Do niggas not remember the classics he dropped on that album? Bro, wasn't what's that Blueberry some shit on that album, bro? That Blueberry song? Oh god, that shit was tough. I'm bad with names, so I don't know. I don't like Che either. Y'all don't like Che? I don't think he's ass. I just think they're not used to it. Facts. Black China, goated.
Lo-fi-esque beats produced by Nate CXO and extremely catchy choruses. This is kind of Che's way of just getting himself out there. And with singles like Agenda and Black China, we all expected Che to use this trance-like vibe for the rest of time. But that nigga made a completely unexpected switch with his tape, Kruger. Still being easily my favorite Che tape to this day, being very reminiscent of old Chief Keef. Che uses aggressive drums and blown out mixes to give a nightmarish feeling to his music. And once again, niggas was fooled into thinking Che was gonna keep this sound for the rest of his career. But
yo, and quick question, I really want to know this shit because I don't see a lot of people doing this. How the fuck is he able to switch between all these songs and he's still underground and niggas still like are fucking with shit this heavy, gang? Like that ass. There's not a lot of niggas we've ever seen do this shit. Like, nobody changes, like, a sound that drastic, and it's still that relevant, bro. Unless that nigga's already mainstream. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what underground nigga changes his sound that drastic and still being heavily talked about, bro?
once again, Che switches that shit up, dropping Say So Says with singles like Bae, Miley Cyrus, and Pizza Time, which despite only being released last year, have all cemented themselves as underground classics. My life sex. This is also around the time,
and I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I might not understand a nigga. It doesn't matter, gang. This shit sound good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it 150. It is what it is. I might mumble the word. I might say a different word. Nigga, eat a dick. Nigga, this shit sound good, gang. Pizza Time tough. See? He finna be mainstream, dead ass.
Che begins to prove himself as a genius of aesthetic and creative direction, partnering with masterminds Poppy Gavin and Noah So Cold to create some of the most iconic underground promotions and music videos. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I see Che dropping this Pizza Time music video as one of the worst times in the underground, because even though this video was great, it got mad niggas cloning and trying to hop on this wave, which is probably why Che had to switch the sauce so fast and drop Rest in Bass. With Say So Says being one of Che's brightest works, Che's way of keeping it fresh was instantly switching to dark, muted colors, beginning to pop out in gritty photographs, favoring the colors black, purple, orange, and green, which is an obvious reference to the colors surrounding Halloween, and starting to cover his face more using dark makeup and masks as a way of hiding in plain sight. A rebirth of Che's new aesthetic was upon us, and god damn was niggas excited. Now what did I expect from Rest in Bass? Now before the promo videos that dropped maybe a week before the album,
nigga said, but the real question is, are his fans still going to listen to him? Bro, I think we've seen it enough. This nigga knows all his fans will still listen to that nigga, bro. Regardless of what he do, no matter how many times he changes flow, bro, as long as it sounds good, niggas are gonna fuck with it. Facts.
Expected another techno-esque vibe from Che, which sounds stupid considering that I should be well aware of how often Che completely changes his aesthetic, but just
like, you know the niggas goated when Jace gives the nigga his props, bro. Look, my goat, I'm gonna be honest, Jace my goat, bro. That nigga don't give nobody any props, gang. That nigga will say fuck the world and he doesn't care, bro. You gotta respect it, to be honest. But the nigga said him and Che are the only niggas from 2021 Underground still relevant. Might be facts.
Listen to the beat.
Turn on Too Slimy. Oh, you're done for, nigga. Are you on crack, gang? Be honest, bro. You really listen to Too Slimy in your off time? Like, on God, do you listen to that nigga?
They used on the original album trailer, right? It did seem like at one point in time it was just a Say So Says Part 2. But hey, bruh, who knows? Maybe this was a way of not.
I'm about to say, Too Slimy some ass. I'm about to say, gang. Crying, what the fuck is Too Slimy? Yo, I'm dead ass confused because how the fuck is his name this big? I've never seen a nigga blow up this big off of being ass besides Ice JJ Fish. The nigga dead ass recreated a whole new fucking everything, bro.
Spilling the sauce too early so niggas wouldn't jack his shit the way they did with Say So Said. With Rest in Bass finally dropping, we got the complete opposite of a techno vibe. Instead, we got this creepy ass surveillance with erased faces and flickering screens and shit, with sounds heavily influenced by rockstar culture and Playboy Cardi's Whole Lotta Red. Songs like On Fleek and Hood Famous sound like a kid with autism auto-fixated on Cardi's 2020 aesthetic.
Yo, Black Swan is the top, I'd say top 2 best songs he's dropped in the past 6 months. Facts.
And up the distortion by 1,000. But I cannot sit here and act like this shit's not hard. Being called Rest in Bass, we obviously expected a lot of bass. But I can highly appreciate the fact that the bass doesn't just drive the music, but it overall consumes it. Some songs on this album use Che's voice as more of a sound layer than an actual forefront of the music, which kind of forces your brain to ignore the degraded, screechy voice yelling in the back and focus on rocking out to the distorted, gritty, Black Sabbath adjacent drums. My top
not gonna lie, I didn't fuck with that song, I'm gonna be honest.
3 favorite songs on this album, starting with number 3, I gotta go with Dior Leopard.
Hold on, wait. You said Hardest in the Underground is Slayer, No Troll? Or like Pretty Fun? Bro, I don't know about you, or like, I don't know about y'all niggas. I always said there's something about Pretty Fun voice that I just don't like, bro. Like, he not the worst, you know, he has a couple good songs. Like, I'm not gonna say that nigga's completely ass, but like most of the time, bro, his voice to me just doesn't fit most of the beats, bro. Slayer though, Slayer's nice. I don't know, I just don't listen to him that much though, bro. Like, I fuck with the songs I do hear. I just don't like put that nigga on as like, you know, one of the niggas I listen to for real.
Favorite songs on this album, starting with number 3, I gotta go with Dior Leopard. This song easily has some of the clearest vocals on the album, and mixing this with the insane flows and the raw beats that the first half of Rest in Bass specializes in, this song was bound to make the top 3. And don't get me started on that beat switch, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, they cooked with that shit. My second favorite song on this album has to go to Slam Punk.
That's song number 1.
Making this the
You heard that album? That shit crazy? Wait, whose album? You talking about Slayer?
Intro was easily one of Che's best moves. I ain't gonna lie, when I pressed play and heard this for the first time, it was instant stank face, my nigga. The unique mixing of the vocals with the Draco FM tags was just amazing. And hearing DJ Renaissance yelling in the back was not something I expected to hear, but God, that shit was tough. I'm not gonna lie, this song in its...
Bro, I heard 3 songs, bro. That one song is stuck in my head. Hold on. That shit at the top of my playlist, nigga. Where's that? Yo, Make Out With My Chopper is tough, nigga. That shit is so tough, on God. Like, I was supposed to watch or listen to the whole thing on stream. I ended up getting off that day, and I never finished it, bro. And I don't like separating my playlists, bro. Like, if I listen to an album, it has to be straight through, bro. So I can't go back and like the rest, bro. It's GG's. Ain't gonna lie.
Itself perfectly and captures the entire aesthetic of Restin'.
Nigga, was that Cardi? Still Cardi whole flow? See, niggas been saying that too, bro. He sound like Cardi. Gang, if the shit worked, bro, it worked, bro. Like, it still sound like Che to me. I don't hear it, so I don't know. Like, I see it's a Cardi influence, duh, but it sound like Che, bro. Listen to Slayer shit right now, trust. I got you after the video.
Bass. And it easily would have been the best song on the album if the #1 spot didn't completely blow everything else out the water. And with the best song on Restin' Bass, I'm sure we all expected this. It's Mannequin featuring Xavier So Bass.
I'm sorry, but Black Swan not being #1 is fucking insane, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, this beat has gotta be one of the craziest beats to drop in 2025. And it really puts into perspective that Restin' Bass... The
album is only 30 minutes? Holy fuck. Nigga, I said short stream. Nigga, you want me to be on this bitch for nigga all night? Xavier, best feature? Facts.
Not only showcase the evolution of Che, but the evolution of CXO as a producer too. Being there from the very beginning of Che's first album ever, CXO's evolution is absolutely insane, man. He has definitely become a top 3 producer in the underground. And throwing an Xavier So Bass feature on top was just the icing on the cake. Tell a bitch shit crisscross. Yeah, I mentioned gotta hit a leg down. Even with the crazy amount of hate that this Che album is getting, bro, at the end of the day, I love this shit. And I have a good feeling that this is gonna grow on everybody, including the niggas on Twitter saying that this is just whole lot of red clone horse shit. And I don't mean to suck his dick too much, but even though he already was up there before, this album definitely certified Che as one of the best artists in the underground. And at the end of the day,
facts.
I'm gonna give this album a cool 8.7 out of 10. And with that being said,
fair ratings,
that's the end of the video. Hey man, let me know y'all's honest opinions and thoughts on this album, bro. I want to...
Yo, who's y'all top 3 favorite underground right now, bro? Like top 3.